1.3 Arithmetic Sequence. A sequence is an ordered list of numbers. Each number is called a term of the sequence. The formula to find a term in the sequence is the first term plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. To find the common difference, you find the difference of two of your terms. In this case, the common difference is 5. Now we're going to find the 15th term. Your first term is 4 plus 15 minus 1. Now you multiply by the common difference of 5. 14 multiplied by 5 equals 70 plus 4. The 15th term would equal 74. Now we are going to try to find the 197th term. It's the same concept. You take your first term plus 197 minus 1 multiplied by the common difference, which is still 5. 196 multiplied by 5 is 980 plus 4. The 197th term equals 984. Okay, in this problem you have to find the first term and the common difference. You are given the 8th and 47th term. To find it, you're just going to plug in what you know, so the 8th term equals A1 plus 8 minus 1 multiplied by the common difference, which equals 29. And then you are going to do the same for this one. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit so it'll be easier. Okay, so I'm going to do elimination by multiplication and make these negative. That eliminates and this becomes 60 equals 18. And you find the difference of 3. Now we're going to go back and plug in 3 into one of our original equations. So the first term plus 7 multiplied by 3 equals 29. The first term plus 21 equals 29, minus 21 from both sides. First term equals 8. So this means sum, and this would be your beginning of your sequence, so the first number. This will be your end point, so 1 in 100. To find the first 7 terms, you plug n into 1, 2, 3, and so on. So 3 minus 2 1, which equals 1, and then 3 minus 2 multiplied by 2, which is negative 1. Then 3 minus 2, 3, which is negative 3. And it continues. The first 7 terms are 1, negative 1, negative 3, negative 5, negative 7, negative 9, negative 11. Another way you could find these is by using your calculator. First, you're going to hit second, and then stat, and it should bring you to the screen. Then you will go over to ops. So you will move to the screen. And then you're going to hit option 5, which is sequence. And that's going to bring you to the screen. And you're going to enter in your equation. It says X, but that's just the end button, so don't be confused by that. Your variable is N. You start at 1 and end at 7. Then you skip a step, then you hit enter. Your screen will show up with the top line. Hit enter again, and it will give you all of the same numbers that we had before. Okay, so to compute the sum, you're going to go to second, stat, and then you're going to go over to math. Hit 5 for sum. That's going to come up on your calculator. And then you're going to type in, go back to sequence, which if you don't remember, it's second, stat, then you go over to ops, and then to sequence, which is also 5. And then you change your n to 100, and then you hit enter twice, and you should get negative 9,800 for your sum. Okay, so now we're going to move on to partial sums. A partial sum is pretty much, it means you can go up to like a certain level. For the first formula, you would use it if you know the last term. And then the second one, you would use if it's unknown. Okay, so we're using the second equation. We are going to do 16 multiplied by 20 plus 16 multiplied by 16 minus 1 over 2 multiplied by negative 6. 16 multiplied by 20 is 320 minus 720, which equals negative 400. So the partial sum is negative 400. Okay, so for this problem, we are going to use the first equation because we know the first and last term. We're going to take 264 and divide it by 6 because we know the multiples from 2 to 264, which equals 44. So now 44 is our number of terms divided by 2, which is 22, and that is multiplied by our first term plus the last term, which is 264, and so it's 22 multiplied by 266, which is 5,852. Natalie owns a platypus adoption agency. She spends $12,000 on advertisement the first year. She plans to increase her budget for advertising by $1,200 each year. How much will Natalie spend on advertising during the first 10 years? So we're going to use the second equation, and so 10 years multiplied by 12,000 plus 10 multiplied by 10 minus 1 over 2 multiplied by 1200. Okay, so this equals 120,000 plus 54,000, which equals 174,000 per year.